Charms. My name is MEGGI LOO and welcome to MEGGI LOO Vlog's Holy Week presentation. Today is Holy Thursday, April 1, 2021. And as a Christian, we are celebrating, we are observing the Holy Week. And we will be featuring to you the Molo Public Plaza, where the famous Molo Church is, and it's really nice to feel the presence of God when inside the Molo Church. Not only it is to me, I considered it as one of the biggest churches here in ILOILO city. But you know, when you go inside, you can feel the Spanish time, during the Spanish time, when the church has a wall of this thick. It's a very thick wall, and you can smell the old wooden door, and as if when you are inside, you can feel that you are in also inside the book of El Bilibos Teresmo, where the famous national hero, a Philippine national hero, Jose Rizal, wrote. And I am blessed that I used to go to that church and witness how the scripture being read, and the priest used to climb as tall as three floors of a building. They used to climb that side, and there's this little space, and up there everyone is looking at the priest up there, and just reading the scripture and doing the story, reading the story in the Bible. And it's a nice experience. It's a great, actually it's a blessing, and it's a great experience during those time. But now I don't think they're doing that. Okay. And right at the center of the public plaza, you can I'm so happy to know that there's still a old gazebo, which is also the remains of the Spanish time. And one thing I like the Molo Plaza, one of my favorites when it comes to public plaza is Molo, is it's full of the calachuchi trees, and it blossoms. When it blossoms, it's so, the smell of the calachuchi is so strong, but it smells good. And I like that everywhere in the plaza there's a calachuchi tree, and it's very historical because right in front of the plaza, where the Molo Church is located, is there's a big mansion, and it's really honoring that our national hero Jose Rizal had stayed overnight in that mansion. Now it turns out the mansion is now a museum, and it's the LGUs. It's good that they preserved the mansion and restored everything in it, and it's a museum now. And it's nice to know that our national hero Jose Rizal stayed overnight, because the owner of the mansion, the son of the owner of the mansion, was a classmate of Jose Rizal. And you know, I'm not sure with this, but I just heard that after staying overnight here in that mansion in ILOILO city, when Jose Rizal returned to Manila, that's when the time he was captured by the Spaniards and put in prison. So it's very historical, and it's nice. If you happen to visit that mansion, you might step in the footprints or the handprints of Dr. Rizal, and it's a great connecting the past to the present and into the future. And there's more to it. Molo Public Plaza, right behind after the Spanish time. Let's move on to the Japanese occupation. During the Japanese occupation, in that big mansion, right at the back of the mansion, there used to be a army camp, a big, huge army camp, and that's where my grandparents and my mother, as the eldest daughter, stayed for a while to seek refuge during the Japanese occupations. And you know what? My mother told me there's a love story that blossomed in that army camp. My mother, barely 15 years old, had her first love. And there's a story. There's a very young army who is 22 years old, who fell in love with her, and she's only 15 at the time. And he's so he really likes my mother so much, and they had a secret love, but it fell short because my grandparents and my mother and the siblings moved to Lyon after that state, and it was a short-lived love story, but nevertheless it's very historical, and it's so coincidental that the name of his first boyfriend ever is Jesus. And if my mother lives until now, she is 92 years old, but she died at the age of 89. And if you 92 years old plus 22, you get 100. So most probably Jesus died also. But after the Japanese occupation, my mother tried to find him, and they find each other inside the public jeepney, which we call jeep, and the guy couldn't look straight into her eyes because only to find out that later that the guy who is his first love is married already. So my mother was broken hearted, but and that's life. That's her story, and she had a big smile when she told me that story. And this is it. Let's watch and visit the very historical Molo Public Plaza. My name is MEGGI LOO, and ka-charms, keep smiling.
Hi guys, my name is Yuna. Thanks for watching MEGGI LOO Vlogs.